This Week in Gaming! Welcome in, everybody. It is June 10th, 2026. It is a Wednesday. This is not our normal streaming day, but you smell? Just kidding, I know I smell. Moving on. Let's do some wins and fails for today. You guys know the drill. We have Last Loss, Making Millions, Unwanted Ulcer, Money Machine, and Embarrassing Ending POV WoW players. Going into our first fail, we're giving this to the Avatar The Last Airbender RPG is dead. I didn't even know this was a thing until it was not a thing. Saber Interactive's Avatar game has been cancelled. What was once described as the biggest video game in franchise history will no longer be coming. It would have been a game taking place thousands of years before the show with a new Avatar. This seems to have stemmed from Paramount Skydance merging together with new management deciding which projects to keep. And unfortunately, this did not make it. They decided to keep the TMNT The Last Ronin being developed by Platinum Games, but the studio behind Space Marines 2 apparently does not have the same motion. It's a bit unfortunate because, we've seen what Saber Interactive is capable of. They're a fantastic studio, and I think the Avatar game that they were working on probably would have been awesome. So I'm a little bit disappointed from this. They also make like all those other Defo because we leaked their film 6 months early. Payback's a bitch. Yeah, they're like, those goddamn fans stole our movie. They don't get a game now. But I heard that the movie's coming to Paramount anyways. Like, it's coming into Paramount Plus, and it's like, I wouldn't have gotten a Paramount Plus subscription to watch it anyways. I might have seen it in theaters, but there's no shot that I would have. It's actually funnier. I'm more willing to go into a theater than pay the $7 for their subscription. No, Evie's crying. No, someone save her. I'm gonna mute that though. You guys can't even hear it. Why was the desktop audio muted? Meow, 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 meow. Alright. Sorry, Evie, you're gonna have to cry in the corner. Anyways, moving on. I don't think we have much more to say about this. It's a bit of a bummer, but you know how it is. That's Hollywood, baby. Uh-oh, here come the eggs. Forza is our next win, selling 6.4 million copies. Data collected by Alenia Analytics, which is a company we've talked about in the past. They have a lot of reliable sources. Predicts that Forza Horizon 6 has already sold 6.4 million copies, all without releasing on PlayStation. Forza has been dominating since release and is likely that the coming PS5 release will be another massive boost for sales. That was uncalled for. Aside from GTA 6, this may be one of the most successful games this year. It certainly is probably the most successful game so far. What else has come out this year? I know there was another big game. Biggest games of 2026. Yeah, there hasn't really been anything big like that. Oh yeah, we had Crimson Desert. Crimson Desert was okay, but it didn't quite pay off the way that they thought it would. 007 First Light has been doing well as well, but for Forza Horizon 6 has been in a league of its own. I was going to talk about this, but I didn't end up making a slide for it. 007 First Light had sold 3 million copies. So they're also up there with units. Also, Fable sold out globally on pre-order collector's editions. That's actually pretty impressive. Okay, well, just the repel up my face. Alright. But yeah, I thought that was a huge W for Forza. I need to play it because I've been only hearing really good things about it. Holy shit. Look at that. Wait, are those little hearts? Oh, it's so cute. Moving on to our next fail, that goes to God of War Luffy. Oh my goodness, this game is already so controversial. A new God of War spinoff has been announced, and everyone hates it. Many people dislike the new main character, Luffy, replacing Kratos, an sentient cube played by Jack Quaid from The Boys. I don't have the trailer in here because it's just not worth watching. They have like a 10-minute gameplay footage reveal, and I couldn't be fucked to play it. Critics have compared the dialogue to that of a Marvel movie, and nothing tying the game to the God of War namesake, except for, I guess this is the mother of Boy from the other God of War Norse series. Even the original creator of the series, David Jaffe, has levied harsh criticisms against the new game. I feel like this is so far removed from what God of War is as like a legacy game. It does feel weird. This is a quote directly from the original creator. He says, "This feels like Corey or somebody wanted to write a fantasy story, and you've lost me with the cube and the little Disney character at the beginning. This just seems like a fantasy." And it really does. I think we talked about it maybe last week or the week before. It feels like studios are just making games. They have like a fantasy story that they want to implement, and they're just using names from other things. It ties in very loosely to God of War as a whole. And it doesn't, it just doesn't have the same vibe. And I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, it's because it's a girl. You play as a girl and that's why it's bad. And that's really not it. It's like more than that. Like I play as girls all the time. Like when you can choose a character, sometimes I choose the girl. Sometimes the girl's the cooler one. I'm just going to be real. But this just doesn't feel like God of War. And I don't feel like the newer God of Wars even feel like God of War either. Like ever since they switched to the Norse stuff, it has felt like it's been diverting, but I've been okay with it. But this just feels like it's going too far. This guy says, imagine going back in time 10 to 15 years ago and telling people this is God of War. You get roasted beyond belief and considered a troll. A lot of people are also saying that, like, I've seen mixed reviews on the character design for the main character. Some people are saying she's ugly. Some people are saying she's super hot. I think the actress it's based on is super hot, but the character looks like she's like 45. Like she looks decrepit, in my opinion. And then Domino's Pizza also weighed in, the UK version. They took the piss, saying God of War game with no Kratos equals pepperoni passion with no pepperoni. And that is kind of how it feels. Like it's not even about like choosing a female to play. It just like you calling it God of War is weird. That's like having like that's like having The Legend of Zelda and not having Link or Zelda in it. You know what I mean? It's like Legend of Zelda and there's no Zelda. Bruh. Anyways, I thought that was just a big fail. It just seems like they're doing like the Bungie thing where they're giving fans something they don't want and they don't understand that. Anyways, moving on to a win going to the Steam Machine release date. Valve made a long post regarding their upcoming verified Steam Machine / frame system requirements. So you know how when you're playing on Steam Deck, maybe you guys don't know this, but it'll have a category that says verified on Steam Deck. They're going to do the same thing for Steam Machine and then the Steam Frame. But at the end of it, they included a curious line saying, "We're excited for players to try your titles on the new Steam hardware once they launch this summer. Please let us know if you have any questions or feedback." So it's like, wait, when it launches this summer, they haven't actually given us that kind of information yet until now. So either they accidentally leaked that or it was intentional and they're just kind of teasing it a little bit. This means that the launch of both will quickly be approaching, yet we still don't have a hard date or pricing despite the launch coming in a few months. So I guess we'll see. I know they've been playing it really close to their chest because of the memory shortages, and I think they're hoping that prices will come down so they can release a cheaper product, but I don't think they're coming down. Like at this point, I don't see that happening. Anyways, moving on, that's pretty much all we have to talk about there. If you're excited for the Steam Machine, it will be coming out this summer. It'll probably be like $2,000 though. I mean, Stefan was right. He said it would be over $1,000. We said no way, but it for sure is. Like, at this point, it's looking to be the case. Anyways, moving on. That is all we have for our wins and fails. Now, if you guys don't know, if you're unaware, there was a big event that happened. There was the Steam Games, or not Steam Games, the Summer Games Fest of 2026, and then there was also a Nintendo Direct. So we had two big events that announced a lot of things. There was also the Xbox Direct, which was like, that was cool, but like they didn't really have anything to really talk about there. So let's just go into some trailers, because we're gonna have a lot of them. And you guys know the drill: Summer Blef Fest and Nintendo Dumb Wrecked. Actually, there's Dumb Wrecked. That's funny. there are a lot of things to talk about, and I think you guys are going to like it as always. And we're gonna have a fun time here. We're gonna be drinking some Irish Death. Not required. You can drink whatever you want. Last time we did shots of Jack Daniels, but every single time we see in white text at the bottom something that says gameplay not gameplay recorded from PS5 or gameplay not representative of the final product, we drink. And trust me, it will happen a lot. None of these have been pre-watched. Not a single one of these has been pre-watched. Okay, I'm gonna go get some Fireball and Pepsi. Hang on, let me get a napkin. These beers like to squirt on you because they're so pressurized. So when you crack them open, it just squirted on my hand. That's why I open it like this. I open it with my hand over it, so when it squirts up, it goes into my palm instead of on my monitor. I've learned very, very harshly that it'll spray onto my monitor if I... whatever. Anyways, let's get into our first one. We'll start off with this one. I was going to go watch the Fable one, but we will start off with this one since Kezi's going to be right back. Oh. We had one more slide. We had one more fail. Sorry. We had one more fail. And then we'll get into our first trailer. Marathon loses to Destiny. I forgot I added this in the last second. Marathon continues to catch L's after Bungie's 12-year-old game Destiny 2 ratios them 8-1 during the final update to the game. This is after Marathon had a bump from a free weekend as well as the start of their season 2. This is continued evidence that Bungie is pouring their resources into the wrong franchise as gamers seem far more enticed by Destiny. Here you have literally today, I took these today, 167,000 player peak in 24 hours with Destiny 2. They have just shy of 20,000 for Marathon. And Marathon, keep in mind, has had a bump. It's literally had a trajectory bump. So like they were before this getting like what 10,000 players. So this is double what they normally get, and that's just because season 2 just started. Huh? Oh, we don't. This is peak. We don't have to talk about the soda squirting. The soda, the beer squirting. Anyways. Now let's actually get into the trailer. Pre-alpha footage, we drink! We drink! Cheers, boys, cheers! I told you, it's gonna happen a lot. Sega! Whoa! They speak in Japanese?
Do I look pretty yet?
Ooh!
Can I have subscribers?
Server finally fixed.
Server finally fixed, let's go! 22 months, thank you so much, Mo. 22 months! That's insane, dude! Holy shit, thank you so much. I didn't even know I've been streaming as a pro for so long. Dude, the flamethrower.
Yes. I understand.
Dude, thank you so much, Mo. Mo's a real one. Alien Isolation 2. Oh, that's so cool. I'm excited for this one. I'm curious how this is gonna go. Mo just got Mo money. Mo money, Mo motion. Mo motion. Holy, dude, wait. Mo motion. He got Mo motion. Anyway. I know he loves that. I know he's giving me that emoticon, but he loves it. He thinks that was cool. Anyways, Alien Isolation 2. It does not have a release date. It just says coming soon on Steam. Rough. The coming soon actually means that they're they have like a build ready usually, right? Doesn't that, because there's like requirements to have that coming soon. That means it might be coming sooner than you might think. Sorry, Mo. It's being developed by Creative Assembly, the creator for the first one. The publisher is Sega, and it's coming to Steam, PS5, and Xbox S and S. 12 years later, we are now getting a sequel to the well-received Alien game. The first one was a groundbreaking horror game, placing the player in a helpless situation as they are being hunted. We will see if Creative Assembly still has the magic and if they can recapture what it was like before. Oh, don't you dare, Pete. You can just put coming soon. Oh, no requirement. Okay. So I guess we'll see when it comes out. I wouldn't be surprised if it came out at the end of this year or the beginning of next year. But it's hard to tell based on that trailer how far along they are with the development. But it looks like there's going to be a flamethrower, so that's kind of cool. Steam Noob be like, shaking, shut up, Stefan Kieran. Sorry, I just looked over and I saw Stefan's name. All right. Moving on to our next trailer. It's kind of spoiling it with the fucking overlay that shows up. If it's at the end of the year, it's gonna be near Xmas. Nobody wants to release in November. That's a good point. Yeah, no one wants to release with GTA 6. Bit reactor, dude. This looks sick.
Then we need to make our move.
You got someone?
Zero Company.
Wait, did we have Sorry, we have to go back. Did we have white text at the bottom that said like not representative? Warning, that doesn't count. Oh, we did. Gameplay not final represents a game in development. Cheers, boys. Cheers. We almost missed that. Nice try. Nice. Get them drinks, boys. Cheers.
You wanna fight?
There we go. XCOM in Star Wars. Fuck, I only have whiskey. Oh no!
Intelligence was just briefed on reports of a separatist fleet massing in the Serralona system.
Good enough. That's what we did last time.
You got someone?
You're drinking for that? Yeah, every single time. Every single time it says like pre-alpha, gay, footage not representative, captured on PS5, like things like that. Any sort of white text at the bottom, we take a drink. Because always white text at the bottom of the screen. That's 2 for 2 so far.
Lord Silius. Coil's been
I got a protein shake. Count me in, boys.
Get down there.
Oh, he's gonna get fucked up on that protein shake.
Please do it quietly.
The customization looks sick.
My team's got a contract to put an end.
There's like a little bit of destruction. This reminds me of this combat's a little bit reminiscent of Baldur's Gate 3. This actually looks sick, and I don't even really like these kind of games. Looks like a mobile game? No, it doesn't. No, it looks like XCOM. It looks like XCOM and Baldur's Gate 3 mixed together. These are definitely not mobile graphics.
Who's a good operator? You knew the risks.
The circle must be closed.
They fucked up the clone armor. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. This is a special forces. They're different. Every strike counts. Plus, you have customization. Every move counts. See that's the normal clone armor right there.
We work with all kinds of folks. Ex-separatists.
They mixed the V1 and V2 armor? They're not fucked up, they're just special. Zen 2026. I fucking hate top-down shitty games. It's such a cop-out for these IPs.
We just gotta
Alright, well, maybe it's just not for you. I think this looks sick. Star Wars Zero Company. That's hype. I think that's hype. Anyways, that's Star Wars Zero Company. That's coming to PS5, PC, and Xbox X and S. Meh. There. It's just okay. Look, if you like XCOM games, this is 100% something up your alley. It's being made by BitReactor and Electronics Arts is the publisher. It's coming out August 27th, 2026, so it's coming out pretty soon. This turn-based game will have players commanding their own elite squad of clones. BitReactor is a studio founded by XCOM and Civilization devs, so this may be a great game for strategy fans who also like Star Wars. If you don't like XCOM, this is definitely not for you. 97% of the trailer is just cinematics with 3 scenes of gameplay, but they don't show it like turn-based strategy game. That's true. I mean, of course they want to make it look more exciting. I mean, turn-based strategy is a very boring genre. It is, though. Strategy games are just kind of top down. Yeah, this is exactly what you would expect from a strategy game. I don't know how they would have like if I were to try to put this in my brain and try to make a game that's like an XCOM type game, like an XCOM type strategy game in the Star Wars universe, I don't know how I'd present it better than they did here. So I really do think that if this is like up your, and you have to like both of those things. You have to like Star Wars, you have to like XCOM games. If you don't like those two, then you're not going to like this. It's a very niche game for sure, but I think it's presented very well. Same thing with newer Final Fantasy turn-based. The trailer isn't the turn-based combat. I have more than 100 hours in Star Wars Empire at War. That's different though. That's not like XCOM style, right? That's like a RTS, isn't it? Anyways, moving on. Sir Stefan's trying to spoil things in the future. Are we gonna drink? Engine and in-game capture. We drink for that, boys. Oh, I'm gonna get drunk. I'm almost done with that beer. I'm taking heavy swigs.
A world I cannot be a part of. Destined to be feared for what I am. It is my fate. I have devoted my life to facing.
I'm assuming it's made by XCOM. It literally looks the same. Some animations feel like I recognize. It's made by XCOM devs. So it's a new studio, but they used to work at XCOM, or the studio that makes XCOM.
Tilting the ancient balance toward cataclysm. But at last,
I'm gonna turn this up a little bit.
their debt is due.
I feel like I'm yelling over it, but it's not even that loud for you guys. Story behind the dev on this game is crazy. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that a little bit.
Every breath has led me to this moment.
I like how there's kitties in the game, though. I like
As
cats.
the moon bears witness, I take the first step. My time has come. I am ready.
Got my own little sleeping cat behind the monitor right there. I have this big like bay window behind my PC setup, and she likes to. I just set up a bunch of blankets for her, and she just snoozes back there. That's why she's not really on stream anymore, is because she's just behind the monitor, just napping. She likes to look at me between the cracks of my monitors. She'll like put her little head in so she can just stare at me while I'm working. It's cute. Anyways, that was 1666 Amsterdam. The release date is to be announced, and the developer is Panache Digital Games. It's also being published by them. The platforms are coming to just Steam and Epic Games, so it looks like it's going to be PC only. I didn't see anywhere that it said that it was going to Xbox or PlayStation. I could be wrong, but I didn't see that anywhere. This is the first game by Panache Digital Games, and it is self-published. They are hoping to capture the feeling of classic Assassin's Creed, as the studio was co-founded by Patrice Dissalets, the original creator of Assassin's Creed. This is a French game. It's a French studio in Montreal. Montreal is French, right? Or is that French Canadian? Montreal. Oh, it's Canada. Oh. Same thing. Same thing. Yeah, I think it's in Montreal. Let me double check my sources. Yeah, it's the Montreal-based indie studio that takes themselves seriously, apparently, by their own tagline. The French must be really investing in private studios these days. Well, this was an ex-Ubisoft dev. This is another case of Ubisoft devs leaving and making their own studios and their own games. Like, this is the same thing with Expedition 33. However, there is a demo for this game, and it's worth mentioning that the demo came out and it's not well received at all. A lot of people are shitting on the game. A lot of people are unhappy so far. It seems like it's partially because they don't like the game, but it's also a big part of it is, I guess they have AI assets that people are freaking out about. I don't know. Like, I'm a little bit conflicted there. I think that if you have AI placeholders, it's not a big deal, especially when the game is literally not even announced yet. I don't know. Like, I think that tearing down a game just because it has AI placeholders is not the biggest deal. But, you know, some people have a big problem with that, and it's really harming the reputation of this game so far. You've been a moderator for 1 year? Already 1 year being a mod? I didn't even know you had mod anniversaries. French really must be investing in private studios these days. They're just leaving the big ones because the big ones are treating them like dog shit. He quit Ubisoft as a high up because they was releasing Assassin's Creed too often. He then took his game to THQ Nordic. Ubisoft then bought THQ Nordic and sacked him instantly, and he kept his game idea. He had to sue them for years to get his game back. That's crazy. Well, people are still investing into them. We just don't know about it. Ex-devs can't afford 200 or 25 million just to make a game. That's true. That's a good point. Yeah, in general, the countries in Europe are investing more than ever in software companies and game studios. We want to make us less dependent on the US. Well, making yourself less dependent on the US is dumb because the US isn't even dominant in this field. Japan makes all the best games. Like, let's be real. Japan is the one that's dominating. They have Sony and Nintendo. What does America have? Fucking Xbox? Yippee! When's the last time you guys have bought an Xbox? Well, gaming companies in the US has a bad rep. So does Ubisoft in France. Like, what? Zen is capping. I think just big studios themselves are shitty companies to work for. You guys almost all the major publishers. Okay, that's fair. That's a good point. Anyways, it's not that big of a deal. We don't have to talk about, you know, the way that we're falling short in this country. We can just watch the next trailer. Moving on. Oh, I have a feeling I'm about to drink again. Oh, that's a drink. That's a drink right there. I need another beer. It's empty.
We have 2 drivers dead. 3 more in intensive care.
This looks sick. Holy shit.
My friend said you can help me.
Some people are meant to be outlaws, Theo. Think about it.
Is this pre-rendered or is this like... The skin and everything looks amazing.
I did all that for you to get out of trouble. Now I'm in deeper than when
It's
I
like
started.
movie quality. I have literally seen movie effects that use like VFX that look worse than this.
I can't be taking risks like this. I'm a lead driver in the R1K.
She looks a little bit weird.
To help you.
But the main character, holy shit,
I'm
dude.
not going to jail for you.
She's got like a little zit on her forehead too. Holy shit, dude. I haven't pre-watched any of these, but I did look into them. And I know that Maverick Games, which is self-publishing this game, is an indie studio and this is their debut game. This is coming out spring 2027, and it's coming to PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X and S. I think Stefan might be right about this. There's somebody funding these games behind the scenes, because that's insane. Pre-render, it must be pre-rendered, but if it's not, that's really impressive. We're not falling short, we are just special. That's a good point. This ain't indie, that's Doctor Who's old companion. Is it? I haven't seen the newer Doctor Who, so if she's like a newer companion, I don't recognize her. I think I stopped watching right after they got rid of Matt, what's his fucking name? Who is the 13th Doctor? Dude, this I'm getting a little too drunk. I can't even fucking remember. But no, it's not the 13th. It's the 11th Doctor. Holy shit. What was his fucking name? Matt Smith. That was it. I knew it was like something really generic. The black guy is the female doctor's autistic companion. No fucking way they gave him an autistic companion. That's hilarious. Yeah, I think the 10th Doctor and the 11th Doctor were peak. I kind of stopped watching after Matt Smith wasn't the Doctor anymore. And Amy Pond was always my favorite companion. Although I do like Rose. Anyways, Clutch is an open-world racing game and Maverick Games' debut release. The studio is filled with people passionate about car culture. When thinking of an open-world car game, The Crew is the first game to come to mind. Massive world car games appear to be the future. And I mention this because Forza Horizon 6 also has a fucking huge map. It's like this giant chunk of Japan. And they just have this huge map that I hear takes like 30 minutes to drive from one side to the other. And The Crew also did the same thing where they tried to like recreate all of North America in like a smaller scale. So you could do like a cannonball run across the country. And I just think that's like the future. Like car games just seem to be like massive maps. And it makes sense because like people like to just, the point is to just drive. And if you hit walls, it kind of ruins the game a little bit. So Flight Sim. Yeah, it's like you're right. It's like Microsoft Flight Sim, but for cars. That's like what it's becoming. Flight Sim I think Flight Sim is technically the largest game in the world, right? It's the largest game world. Unless you're considering like No Man's Sky or something, but like it's the largest like crafted world that isn't like well, I guess you could argue that it's a little bit like generative, but I think they use like map data and stuff to create it. Anyways, yeah, we're gonna get like flight sim type games with cars. That seems to be the future. I wanted to look into this, but I don't. Who created Maverick Games? Oh, they're ex-Forza devs. No wonder. Damn. Remember when Need for Speed was dominating in the racing genre? Like, I think Need for Speed has had a generational fall off. Because it's obvious, like, I thought maybe people just didn't want to play car games anymore, and that's why Need for Speed wasn't doing well. It's obvious that it's more than that. Need for Speed just isn't scratching the itch anymore, and I think it's mostly because Need for Speed doesn't feel like a car culture game anymore. It needs to feel like a car guy game. You know what I mean? Like, it needs like Hoonigan stickers and like custom wraps and stuff like that. Mavericks is owned by Mark. Not talking about the sports team. Anyways, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab another beer because we're already out, and I know I'm gonna have to drink in this next trailer. So when I come back, we're gonna watch the next one. I'll be right back. Cheers, boys. Cheers. Let me open it next to the mic. That just sprayed everywhere again. Luckily, I brought a towel. Washed my palm that's covered in beer now. All right, let's watch the next trailer. Oh, the fucking end screen ruins it. So that's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I like how YouTube has this. You can't get rid of it. It's just there forever. They kind of fake you out a little bit. It's The Last Ronin, and then it zooms out and you see the fucking turtle, and it's like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Did it have I don't think we got hit with anything here. Are we safe? Yeah, I think we're safe. Okay, we don't have to drink for this one. So that was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: The Last Ronin. Get debated, right? The release date is to be announced, and the platforms are also to be announced. We don't know when or where this is coming. It's being developed by Platinum Games, and the publisher, I'm assuming, I couldn't find this for sure, but I'm assuming it is Paramount Game Studios. The Last Ronin is an upcoming game from Platinum Games, the creator of Bayonetta. Little is known about this game other than the fact that it killed the upcoming Avatar: The Last Airbender RPG. That's all we know about it. We talked about that earlier as a fail, that they ended the game, which was being developed by Saber Interactive, the creators of Space Marines 2. Kind of like, I don't know, like, I don't think that this game is bad because another game had to die for it. It is a little bit disappointing, and I honestly, like, if I had to think about it, if I would have to think about it for more than 2 seconds, I would be like, you know what? I would rather play a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game than a fucking, holy shit, the beer's hitting. I would rather play an Avatar: The Last Airbenders game than a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game. Like, honestly, like, when's the last time I have engaged with anything Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? I couldn't tell you. It is strange, though, that both franchises did just have a Magic the Gathering collab. And you know what? I'll say it. The Avatar cards were better. They were more interesting. I cared about them more. I couldn't give a fuck about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle cards. I don't even think I like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, so this is a weird thing for them to try to, force down Maine. You know what I mean? But I wanted to include it just because it was, I guess it was a big reveal. I don't know. Anyways, moving on. Let's watch another trailer. There we go.
The first Final Fantasy in HD 2D. Final Fantasy
Dude, this looks
returns
so
to its roots
sick.
with cinematic pixel art, In a classic tale of crystals with a new twist.
What the fuck? Sheesh, cinema!
Final Fantasy Resonance.
Okay,
A
okay.
mysterious warrior driven by revenge and shrouded in darkness seeks to shatter the 8 crystals that sustain this world.
The mix between like
As a knight of the ring,
high quality
you set out on a
3-dimensional
journey to protect
graphics
the crystals.
and 2D pixel art is
Encounter allies
amazing.
bound
And then
by
also
shame.
we are this is the first time we're going to pause. Also the mixture of like I mean I guess we have paused every time we've checked if it's been like pre-alpha, but like the mix of like hand-drawn art too. Like look at this. We have 3-dimensional art. It's got like a tilt shift effect on it with the depth of field making things well actually close up is not. Well, it has like a depth of field effect on it. Then you have 2D pixel art in a 3-dimensional space, and then you also have 2D like hand-drawn art. Like I think they're flexing here with their artist capability. Also I do want to go back just real quick. We were at 53 seconds, but I do want to make sure. Okay, it doesn't look like we missed a drinking scenario. So I think we're safe with this one.
Bound by a shared fate. Explore fantastic lands.
Holy cow.
And overcome countless perils along the way.
Sick.
Uncover the secrets of the past as you discover the truth of this world. Summon new strength from outside and within.
Whoa, okay. It's like 3D models for some of the 2D characters.
Final Fantasy Resonance. Coming October 22nd, 2026.
Sheesh.
Heroes resonate across worlds.
Wait, you can bring in heroes from other Final Fantasy games? Only on PS5? Oh, because it's a PlayStation ad. Anyways, that was Final Fantasy Resonance. They polished the Octopath Traveler style. You hit the nail on the head. Exactly. That's what I was going to say. They literally, so Square Enix has been kind of testing the waters to say they've been experimenting with Octopath Traveler, and I believe that's what led to this game. Because this is very Octopath Traveler, but like refined. So the release date is October 22nd, 2026. So it's not too far away. That's wait, is that's like right before GTA. They're a little ballsy for that. It's being developed. I mean, then again, the overlap for people who are going to play this game and GTA is probably low. I would have liked it better if, as a standalone story rather than smash together all characters like Kingdom Hearts. Is that what it is? Or is it because it does feel like a standalone story. It's being developed by Square Enix and Landcars Limited, and being published by Square Enix. According to my research, it is coming to Steam, PS5, and Xbox X and S. Square Enix returns to their roots with a brand new 2D RPG with a modern twist. With a new main protagonist, Rain, voiced by Clifford Chapin, players will be able to delve into a new yet nostalgic story with the Final Fantasy universe. So my understanding is there will be, because I didn't watch the trailers, I didn't know this, it seemed like there's going to be new or old characters that you could summon in. Because like Final Fantasy's always had a summoning system, so maybe that's how it works. But it does seem like it's a unique story. I don't think that this is based on like anything else. I don't think it's a remake. This is a brand new story. We have a protagonist, Rain, for the first time pictured here. So I think this is sick. I'm really excited to. I do want to play this. it looks fun, and it's definitely for those like old Final Fantasy fans. Like that's what it feels like. It really does feel like it's a love letter to people who played Final Fantasy in the past. And I know a lot of Final Fantasy players wanted this game. Like everybody wanted Final Fantasy to go back to turn-based combat. That's why a lot of people liked triangle strategy. Wasn't that what it's called? Triangle strategy? What am I thinking of? Triangle strategy. A lot of people like this game because it kind of reminded them of old Final Fantasy. Holy shit, this game's $60. Another Square Enix game. It's a little bit different than turn-based, but a lot of people like that because it reminds them of Final Fantasy Tactics. And then we also have Octopath Traveler. Like, these are two games that are kind of like scratching the itch of this exact person that this game is made for. This is just the polished, like, namesake version of that. This is like the logical conclusion to those two games. And I think that this is a really smart move from Square Enix, because I know Final Fantasy fans. I've talked to Final Fantasy fans, and they want this game in particular. They want this more than they want the Final Fantasy VII remake. I'll just say that much, which is a crazy take, but it's totally true. I'm just not a fan of the anime collab style character smash. And, you know, that's okay. You know, maybe it's not made for you, because I know that there are so many people frothing at the mouth for this exact thing. Final Fantasy IX remake when? Aren't they doing a Final Fantasy X remake? What was the one with Titus? Yeah, he's from Final Fantasy X. I heard that they're doing a Final Fantasy X remake. Or is it a remaster? It might be a remaster. I heard something about new Final Fantasy X stuff in the works. Tight ass. I would like to oh, I already read that. All right. But I thought this was hype. You know, I'm probably going to play this, like, for real. Anyways, let's see what's next. Development footage subject to change. Drink, boys! Cheers, boys! Cheers!
でも複雑で、私たちが定義する光と闇を具現化したものは存在しなかった。でもそれを定義するものがこの世界に来たことで、この世界にも私たちの定義する闇が現れた。
Sheesh! Do we even have to say it? We know people are buying this. There are so many people, like, it doesn't matter how bad Kingdom Hearts 3 was, or how bad this game might be, they're buying this game as well. Whoa, is that like a finisher? What is that? It literally is a finisher. I'll say it, Kingdom Hearts is the most overrated, overcomplicated slop. It is, but you know what? People love that. It's gonna be a long night for me. I need to fix some corrupted files on my server. Server says it'll be another 3 hours. I thought you said you fixed it! What the heck? What the heck, Mo? Mo problems, more like. Mo problems, Mo like. Anyways, oh shit! It went to the next trailer. That was Kingdom Hearts 4. The release date is unknown as of now. It's being developed by Square Enix Creative Studio 1, and it's being published by Square Enix. It's coming to PC, PS5, Xbox Series X and S, Switch 2, so it's coming to everything. 4 years after our first look at Kingdom Hearts 4, I can't believe it's been that long. Didn't we react? Were we doing gaming news in 2022? I know we were sharing screenshots. Oh, it was just screenshots. That's right. I think it was like a year ago or so. We had screenshots of this exact city. Do you guys remember that? we had actually leaks that of this before it happened, but we had a teaser in 2022, and this is 4 years later. We're finally getting our first actual look at the game. We get another taste of what is to come. Still with no release date in sight, we do know which platforms it is coming to and what gameplay will look like. This has led speculation to assume that it will come out in 2027, which is really impressive if that's the case, because Square Enix Creative Studio 1 is working on another game that's also about to have a trailer. I don't know if it's next or if it's the one after, but this is not the only game they're working on. So if they put this out in 2027, that's kind of insane, not gonna lie. Bing Bong Hearts Bore. What the fuck are you? Kieran, have you had too much alcohol? Are you okay? You don't have to do this challenge with me. Bing Bong Hearts Bore. I know he's trying to say Kingdom Hearts 4, but he's saying it in a silly way. But, like, are you okay? I've had none, thank you very much. Oh, so you're just like that. You're just like that. The server is starting again, so I fixed it, but the files are broken. Oh, that's such a bummer, dude. We didn't do gaming news in 2022. I started watching in 2024. And you started gaming news in October 24. Did you actually know the year we started? It is crazy. We've almost been doing it for 2 years. We should do like a special anniversary in October, huh? Kieran, just go TikTok brain rot. Oh. All right. I guess I deserve that. Moving on. Rough. Dude, don't make me drink for this. Don't make me. Oh, no. Captured on PC in-game footage. We still have to drink. Oh, dude. My tummy's starting to hurt. I have so much beer inside of me. Cheers, boys. Cheers. How long have I been recording for? 51 minutes, and I'm already a beer and a half in. Golf about to be. Are we gonna play that? I'll start downloading that right now.
The outer circle line train bound for Nexus sector is now arriving. Please wait for everyone to exit.
This is almost like Star Citizen vibes. With some K-pop. K-pop Star Citizen. It looks like Hurston. It does. It does. Drink every time I beat you on a hole. I would die. Sorry, that's Super Battle Golf in the background.
You're acting a little strange today.
Oh yeah?
People have been complaining that she looks like a child. I'm gonna be honest. She looks like an anime girl. They gave her big eyes, but she's still Asian. She just looks like an anime waifu. She looks like an Asian woman with larger eyes because it's a fucking anime game. I think people are being weird about this.
I'm a little strange today.
Oh yeah? It's our first mission in a while. Aren't you a little excited?
Stop saying weird things.
Okay, take it easy.
Quiet. They're moving.
Initiating C3 sync. Ready, Angel.
Roger, Kenna. Tracking.
출입문됐습니다. Doors closing.
Okay. We got some like ray tracing on the water.
I can't stand crowds. It'd be better for both of us if we got out of here quickly.
In the movies, this is always where things go wrong.
Hey.
Well, just saying. It's a cliche. Wait, the target stopped.
Hearken! The pulse rain shall cease!
Okay, it instantly turned into Resident Evil. Holy shit. Holy fuck. Resident Evil meets fucking Iron Man. dubstep in the background. Kieran is currently playing Super Battle Golf. This looks so hype. It's been downloaded. Jeez. This is like cooler Bayonetta. You would think this was made by Platinum Games, but it's not.
That was a good one. Shift Up is returning to the world of Stellar Blade with an all-new sequel developed entirely by the original team that's here today. Set in the same universe as Stellar Blade, this next chapter continues the story beyond the events of the first game, introducing a new protagonist who you saw there, Evie. It's early in development, and we will have more to share in the future.
Nice. Nice, nice, nice. So that's Stellar Blade Blood Rain. I don't know if this is a sequel. I never played the first Stellar Blade, but this is only 2 years after. Just 2 years after Shift Up's successful first Stellar Blade, we are getting another game in the series. Curiously, they are now self-publishing without Sony. That was one thing I noticed. The first Stellar Blade was published by Sony. This time it's being published by Shift Up. So we don't know when it's coming out. We don't know what platforms it's coming to. However, because it's not being published by Sony, it may be coming to Xbox as well as other platforms, unlike last time. Last time it came to Switch, came to PlayStation 5, came to PC. Curiously, didn't come to Xbox. Now that they're not being, published by Sony, maybe it will. Maybe that's why it didn't come to Xbox, because it was published by Sony. That's just my take. Stellar Blade has pretty fun combat. I don't think I'll play Stellar Blade, but I might pick this one up. I might start at Blood Rain because this looks hype. I've actually never seen Stellar Blade before. I think we had a story about it once. People were complaining about it being sexualized or something. I remember that was like the only thing we had talked about. That was the only thing that like hit my radar. I can't remember. I think that was the story. But this looks hype. I think this looks super cool. Eevee. No, it's not the Eevee devs. It's a good game overall. Maybe I'll try it. Dude, so the thing is, like, I've been developing my game for so long. I hear this with so many other devs that make games. Like, they don't have time to make or to play games when they're making them. And I've missed so much. I still haven't beat Baldur's Gate 3. I've played maybe 10 minutes of Space Marines 2. There's so many good games that oh my goodness, the beer. It's attacking. There's so much stuff that I need to get back into. There's a bunch of booba for sure. I still haven't played Persona 5 or Persona any. I haven't played any Personas. I really want to play one. It seems like a really fun game. Anyways, let's go into our next trailer. Let's hope we don't have to drink again because I might die. I might die. Oh no.
Long ago.
Okay, I think we're safe.
Land called Hyrule, created by beings of supreme divinity. At the very edge of this kingdom, there lay a small forest.
What happened to
an ancient solitary tree quietly watched over the inhabitants of the forest.
Talking? What happened to Kezi? Kezi, are you still here?
These forests
we need to watch Fable.
Called the Kokiri. Each had a fairy companion, and they lived out their innocent lives in these.
I'm here, broski. All right. I'll pull up the Fable trailer for you.
One particular boy who did not have a fairy.
Gosh, the music is so nostalgic. Don't let Kezi. I won't do that to him. What do you know, youngster? Peak game. This is probably the best Zelda game ever made, and I love how you can't see fucking anything with this end screen. Thank you, GameSpot, for just being the worst. All right, moving on to our slide. We have Ocarina of Time Remake. So unlike the previous 3DS remaster, we had the Ocarina of Time, and then we had a remaster for the 3DS, the handheld console. You remember that one? That just improved the textures. It was the exact same game with better textures. And we have since then never had them ever do anything with this game. It's been, when did Ocarina of Time came out in 1997, did it not? I believe so. Let me check. Ocarina of Time original release date. It came out in 1998. I was a little bit off. November 21st, 1998. It's the last time we saw an Ocarina of Time, or the first time Ocarina of Time came out. We've never got a remake. I think of all the remakes we've gotten in the world, this is the most needed. This is literally like the greatest Zelda game, and we're finally getting a remake, and it's coming in 2026 supposedly. Sometime this year we are going to finally get blessed with a remake, which is crazy that they didn't show us fucking anything in here. It was all just like a voiceover. It's being developed by Nintendo, published by Nintendo. I don't know if there's like a special developer working on it. I could only see that Nintendo's working on it, and it's only coming to Switch 2. On a CRT. Why are there no updates for One Versus for over 2 months now? Oh, you're getting called out, Kezi, by Mo. I played the original Thank You Very Much on a CRT. Game came out the same year, the last good Mazda MX-5 model came out. That's a good point. Yeah, every Mazda since then has sucked, in my opinion. I've seen those MX-5s, and they're dumb. We was finishing our teaching degree. LOL. Finish at the end of the month. There you go. All right. So yeah, no, this is exciting. There are many theories about this upcoming remake, and the rumors have finally been confirmed. We had been talking about this for months, by the way. I just want to say, like, we had this story in the gaming news well before we got the actual confirmation. The first ever remake for Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time is coming. This classic reiteration will only be coming to Nintendo Switch 2. It's honestly like the best excuse to buy a Nintendo Switch 2. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I am a little bit tempted now. I've never really wanted a Switch 2 until now. I want updates. Sheesh. Is it on Steam? Can you download it now? Don't worry, I'll still actively communicate ideas about it. Wind Waker left a bigger impression on me than Ocarina of Time. I never finished Wind Waker. I think that was one of the Wind Waker and Majora's Mask are like the two I never finished that I played. So I don't know. Wind Waker has a vibe for sure, but you know, the one that I think impacted me the most, even more than Ocarina of Time, was Twilight Princess. Twilight Princess will now and forever be my favorite Zelda game, probably one of my favorite games, period, of all time. I would definitely put it in the top 5. I think if I were to do a top 5 list, Twilight Princess would be there every single time. I was never a story guy. I skipped dialogue. Sheesh. I will be honest, the owl in Ocarina of Time is so fucking annoying. He's so annoying. And if you just mash the A button, it automatically goes to, he goes, do you want to hear that again? And if you're mashing the A button, it's already on yes, so you have to do it again, dude. Nintendo was fucking with us with that. They did that on purpose. 3 out of 4 of us all see each other weekly. Oh, that's so cute. Yeah, this is our little hangout. All IRL or wait, never mind. You're talking about your dev. You're talking about your dev group. Never mind. Actually, I forgot. I have to go do something. Just kidding. I am the king of awkward. I don't give a shit. Anyways, moving on. There are no messages on the Discord. More of a technical standpoint. Yeah, I think Wind Waker was technically a little bit more interesting, especially because it was like a bigger world, right? Hey Zen, hi Kieran. What? Why did you say hey Zen? Oh, well, that wasn't very nice. Let's just watch the next trailer, I guess.
Long ago.
And we had to drink. Cheers, boys! Cheers! Development footage subject to change. Cheers, boys! I think this is like one of our last ones, so I'm gonna finish this.
A shadow fell upon our planet. Guided by calamity.
There's a tiny bit left in case we have to do another one.
Dominion through reunion. By his will, a star fell.
Sheesh! It's Sephiroth.
To bring ruin to all.
Bro even added a multi-crit 2x.
But our planet answered. Awakening mighty weapons to stand against.
I showered this morning, I swear.
Now, hope endures in those who fight.
Long story short, the world's in trouble. It has been for a while.
So what are we waiting for? Let's give Sephiroth the beating of a lifetime. You're mine. I'll make this quick. Good night.
I have the other two games. This one is in plastic wrap still.
I can do this. I'll make you proud.
I need to play these. I need to get caught up, dude.
Oh my, is that a weapon I see?
My inner weeb is peaking.
Don't distinguish between friend and foe.
I can smell the weeb from here. I can sense a top-tier Crunchyroll subscription from miles away.
Let us put your faith to the test, Cloud.
Where else am I supposed to watch? Where else am I supposed to watch Spy X Family? I'm on my second rewatch. I'm on episode 3 again.
Never would have made it this far without you guys. And I won't let you down.
Got the Crunchyroll badge too. Do I?
At last, the promise is
No,
fulfilled.
you do. I didn't get that.
The journey ends here.
Finally. Dude, you know what's crazy? Is I've been thinking about this game. I remember my friend got the remake back when we were living together. We were maybe... I was like 21, maybe. 22. I think this was back in 2019 we were living together. This was like before the pandemic. Like he was talking about how hype he was for this game, and he bought it and he was like playing it, and I remember watching him play it. I was like, that's whatever. And that feels like a lifetime ago. And we are finally getting the final part of that game. I remember I was like, oh, so you beat the game? He's like, no, there's gonna be like 2 more parts. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, yeah, it's gonna be a trilogy. I was like, but the original game was one game. you got all of this game in one package originally. He's like, yeah, but they're gonna do more stuff. I'm like, it seems like a scam. It seems like a scam. You know what? I think it was kind of a scam, because the Final Fantasy VII Revelation has been announced. It's coming Q1, Q2, 2027, being developed by Square Enix Creative Studio 1. If you don't remember, that was the studio that was working on working on Kingdom Hearts 4 as well. I don't want to see that anymore. My brother wanted to watch Spy X Family, so I have all the episodes on my server. Spy Family is really good. I liked it a lot. I've been holding off on it for a while because I thought it looked dumb. I actually broke down and watched it. I thought it was really cute, especially because, like, bit of a deep take here. I really do want kids someday, and seeing the way that the main character like starts lovingly caring for this child that he adopts, like, really reinforces that desire to have kids in the same way that Pragmata does for a lot of other people. And I when I was watching that, I was like, oh, I want one so bad. Anyways, the third and final entry of Final Fantasy VII's trilogy remake has been revealed. This made by the same studio working on Kingdom Hearts 4, so the game's release will likely trigger the full production of the next Kingdom Hearts game. So we mentioned that Kingdom Hearts might not come out until 2027. Surely it's not coming out in Q1 or Q2 because this game is. So it'll probably come out, if it does, in 2027 at the end, like maybe November. If not, maybe 2028, if I had to guess. But I think everybody knows about Final Fantasy VII. Everyone knows about the remakes. This is the third one. This is the third and final one. So if that's something you're interested in, you're probably going to buy it. If you haven't played the other two, I'm sure you won't buy it. I don't want to see that anymore. My brother. Oh, never mind. I read that. The original was 4 discs, right? It was a really long game. It had a bunch of discs, but so did a lot of games back in the day. How many discs did Final Fantasy 13 have? Oh wait, no. What am I thinking of? Final Fantasy 12? What's the one with lightning? What am I thinking of? 14 was the MMO. 15 was the one with Noctis. 13. Am I thinking of 13? Because it says it's a single disc. Oh, the Xbox 360 version, which is what I had at the time, had 3 discs. Okay. I remember when I got Final Fantasy 13, I was like, why are there so many fucking discs? There's only one for PlayStation 3, but there was 3 for Xbox. Which Final Fantasy had the most discs? Sorry, I should show you guys what I'm looking up so you can be in on it. Among single-player titles, Final Fantasy VIII and Final Fantasy IX tie for the most, shipping on 4 CDs each on the PlayStation 1. However, MMORPG Final Fantasy XI holds the franchise record with some physical compilation packs containing 6 to 7 discs. That's impressive. Yeah, so I mean that wasn't uncommon to have a ton of discs. I don't know if the original had 4 discs or not though. The Skull and Bones clears though. I got the Crunchyroll badge and RuneScape. My friend made me watch that and I wanted to rip my fucking eyes out. You didn't like Spy Family? Oh, that's unfortunate. I like it. Fucking 6-7 joke. I don't know what you were talking about. 11, I think. 12 was 14 before. I'm pretty sure Final Fantasy 13 was with lightning. Pretty sure that was the one. That was the first Final Fantasy game I ever played, and I returned it. I thought it sucked. Yeah, this was the one with lightning. I thought this game was really cool when I saw the trailer, and then I played it and I thought it was really dumb. Anyways, hey Kezi, are you here? I'm sorry, we keep skipping you, but we're about to watch the Fable trailer. So Kezi's been asking, begging, honestly, on his knees for this. And I said, all right, Kezi, if you wire me $300, I'll play it. And he did. He wired me $400, actually. Said, be nice about it. So we're going to be real nice with this Fable trailer, which is not in our normal gaming news. So we're going to have to pull a tab over. Kezi just made me drink.
Do I remember the moment the powers came in?
Mo money type shit.
Well, I was being crushed to death with seawater and mud and manure.
14 was basically a failed reincarnation of 11. Yeah, they Final Fantasy 14 is not the game that the game that we play is not. Sorry, well, I'll just watch this.
Until I lost her grip.
This is Fable? What the fuck are we watching?
She stayed away.
Yep. Is this the right one?
Does stick in the memory, but
Captain Britain actor, by the way? Who the fuck is Captain Britain? Is that supposed to mean something to me?
Here. You want to talk about?
Oh, I'm British, aren't I? Peggy Carter. Who the fuck is Peggy Carter?
Seen a legend in the flesh.
All that power. How do they use it?
Oi, bro. She's a British hero, ain't she?
Fighting petty.
Oh, she was in the Marvel movie.
None of that matters.
Look what the guild shut out.
She was the bad Captain America.
Knows how to wield power.
She was the woke Captain America.
Time and trivialities.
You're back. And dressed like a twat.
Got more important things to worry about than vegetables.
A hero knows how to live with their choices.
At least they kept this extremely British.
What's that?
Well, I was just
sent my brother into the infinite fucking abyss without even asking permission.
Okay, that sounds funny. Wild. Dude, I'm 2 beers in. You can't expect me not to have a filter.
Albion is broken.
Or to not to have a filter. Fable, isn't it?
Doesn't need heroes. It needs a hero.
You're a monster.
And that hero is me.
Oh shit. I can't wait for you to crash out over golf absolute cinema. I would never. Who dat? February 23rd, 2027. So we actually got a final release date. I remember last time we saw it, it was like just 2027. So this is the collector's edition that's sold out. That you can't get even if you try to suck someone's dick behind a Wendy's. You get a splendid armor cosmetic outfit and a bastard armor cosmetic outfit. Looks dumb. That looks cool. It looks like they have a strong storyline attached. So that's something. I guess we'll see. Honestly, the game doesn't look bad. I'll keep it real. Doesn't look bad. We'll see. You know, I was really nihilistic about Fable. But it seems like they're staying somewhat true to the series, because they had the well, it was a little bit different. It wasn't the lion's head door anymore. It was just a door with a face, but it still was a door with a face, so that's something. And then they also had it very, very British, so I don't know. And apparently there's gonna be like a housing. Can you watch this but skip to 26-25? All right, peak villainy. Honestly, she doesn't look like Peggy Carter. I remember Peggy Carter, and that doesn't look like her. Don't have to watch it all. It's just the combat. It's a tough sell with their competitor coming out soon. I know, with Infinium coming out in like just as soon as literally as soon as Steam fucking lets me. There's a build on their servers. I just want to say this. I'm gonna crash out for a second. There's a build on their servers currently, right now, that you could theoretically access. They are stopping you from doing so. Also, this is like, I'm not like, it's not like I poorly planned this. It literally says, I'm not gonna screenshot the whole thing. Oh, there it is. It literally says approved for release, but they want me to re-review my fucking store presence. Why? Dude, it makes me so mad. Makes me so mad. Steam doing you like pricks in mini dicks? Oh, I see what you're doing there. Bricks and mini, yeah. Because early access is a bitch. Yeah, so a little bit of context. Before this game launched, about a month or two ago, I switched the game status to early access because I just wanted to get it out there and let people play it. The only reasons even in early access is not because it's like a billion years away. It's probably about a year away from being finished, to be honest. But the reason it's in early access is because I want to finish the dialogue, I want to add more quests, and I want to add voice acting. Those are the three things I want to do. All the features are there. It's feature rich. It has a housing system. It's so, I've made so much progress on it, and like, I just wanted to do early access so I could like stem like the expectations, because I don't want people to play it and think this is the final product. That's the only reason I changed it, and I kind of regret that. I would have rather just released it fully in the way that it is. Anyways, skip to, you said 2655?
You choose the weapons, skills, and abilities you want to use and blend them seamlessly together.
Ooh. Wait, were they flying? Wait, those are men. I thought those were like birds or something. What? They flying?
Style weaving combat.
Oh, he lifted them into the sky. I see.
Weapons, skills, and abilities you want to use and blend them seamlessly together.
That's cool. Plus killer, plus killer. Stay still, please. Oh, he's a chicken! No! Oh wait, did you cook the chicken? Yeah, they cooked the little chicken. Look at that. He's like a little, oh, you can't see it. He's like a little cooked chicken.
I'm putting up a fight, but backup will keep on coming until I leave Silverbrook. Peacefully or not. I think a tactical retreat is probably for the best. Now I have a bounty on my head which will grow with more crime. I can immediately pay it or pay a reduced fine if I spend long enough out of town. My reputation
oh, there's horses!
Once I'm known as a killer and a criminal, it'll stick with me until I put in the work to change what
Whoa.
people think.
Okay, this looks
sick. An expensive visit to the town crier, because the people in Albion remember what you do.
That's a little cringe, not gonna lie. The guards will attack you until you pay for your crimes. Literally. It's like, yeah, I figured you meant literally. What? You didn't need to add literally at the end of that.
To the town crier. Because the people in Albion remember what you do.
This is why I just put on the main menu early access. Sus. Shush. Hell yeah. That's actually smart. Like, don't call it early access on Steam, but put early access in your menu. That's not a bad idea.
I've bought a house, been a landlord, and changed a beggar's life. I've customized my look, saved a magic talking pig, fought the law, and I've built a relationship with just one of Albion's 1,000 handcrafted, fully voiced NPCs. And here's the reputation cloud again. I'm rich and charming because of my spending habits and my relationships. I'm also a criminal and a killer due to my reckless behavior and fighting with the guards. Yet, I'm shrewd for saving Colin and an entrepreneur because I bought the Silver Trough. I've built a complex, rich identity in Silverbrook, which...
Fuck, dude. This is the kind of game I want Infinium to be, so like... this game just... This even if the game doesn't end up being exactly like they're describing here, this is the kind of thing that I aspire to do. So that is really cool. I like the complex like title system here, the way that people see you differently. That's ultimately what I think Infinium will be. Maybe on a smaller scale because I'm just one guy. I'm sure they have more than one guy working on Fable. This is definitely something to aspire to. People want a Fable-like game right now. They do, honestly. There's that's the reason why I'm making the game that I'm making right now, is because I want this game, you know? I only make things that I would want to play. You could jump on the back of Fable's marketing. That's not a bad idea. That's honestly not a bad idea. Anyways, let's go into... Do we have another trailer? Let's check. Nope, that's it. That is the end. We finally reached it after an hour and 24 minutes. We're at our community time. This leads me into our message of the day. Pitch your game as the Fable before Fable. Promise no delays. That's a good point. Well, there is a delay because Steam won't let me upload it. But honestly, it would have been live 4 days ago if not for that. Community time. Practice good planning for releases. This is a lesson I had to learn the hard way. Make sure literally nothing can go wrong for your release. Otherwise, bad things will happen. You know what's crazy too is I reached out to the Steam what is it? What was it? The Steam support, and I made them I let them know that I was planning on releasing the game on 6/6/26, and they were like, "Yep, we got it changed for you." And they said, dude, this actually makes me want to crash out even more. So I wasn't able to change the date myself. It said, please reach out to support if you want to change the date. So I reached out to support and said, hey, I want to change the date. They said, okay, we changed the date for you, but just so you know, this is a courtesy, and next time you will have to change the date yourself. I'm like, bitch, I would have if I could have. That made me so mad. That made me so mad. That's like, that would be like receiving a note from your government that's like, you have a fine you have to pay, please go to the DMV and pay it. You go up there and you pay it, and they say, okay, we're gonna do this as a courtesy. Normally we wouldn't do this at the DMV, but next time you better pay online. It's like, the note says to do it here. It's so frustrating. I really do not like the way Steam operates. I don't like it. I don't like it I don't like it Sam I Am. I don't like it in a can. I don't like it here or there. I don't like it anywhere. I think it's stupid. I think they need to work on things. It's very annoying. Anyways, my crash out's over. Plans are nothing. Planning is everything. Dwight D. Eisenhower. I highly recommend, if you want to release a game on Steam, that you make sure every single T is crossed and I is dotted, because they will bend you over and fuck you if there is an undotted I. Literally, the dumbest reason. So, the reason that I couldn't release my game, one of the reasons was the store page that was previously approved, the description that was previously approved is no longer approved because I didn't add an extra paragraph to it. So it had 2 paragraphs of text describing the game, and they said it doesn't have enough information, and they gave me a list of other things I need to include. So I copied and pasted the list into the description, wrote an entire paragraph answering every question verbatim. That's why if you see on my store page, and I can bring it up, there's just a really passive aggressive paragraph in the middle. Oh, actually, you might not see it because it's, well, yeah, there it is. About this game. So these 2 paragraphs were there originally. I put this one in the middle, passive aggressively. So they said, explain the story. I said, the story follows a character who's been sleeping for 1,000 years, recently woken up at a precipice of an apocalypse. And they said, explain the character progression. The character progression is by earning XP, becoming more powerful and godlike. Yeah, that's how an RPG works, right? You would get that if you saw that it was an action adventure indie RPG. You'd already know that if you fucking read over here. But apparently Steam requires you to treat people like they're fucking retards. Sorry, I know some people don't like that word. The challenges. What are the challenges of the game? The challenges revolve around beating the multiple story arcs in different and unique ways. What are the game mechanics? The game mechanics are third-person hack and slash combat mixed with magic spells and abilities. What's the playtime? The playtime is variable, as the game is meant to be beaten quickly by speedrunners or enjoyed for hours by RPG fans looking to become immersed. What is the genre? The genre is third-person single-player RPG, which you could find if you were to look up here. What is the soundtrack? The soundtrack uses both licensed music as well as unique compositions designed for the game. What are additional game modes? There are no additional game modes. And then what are other things you would like people to know? The game mixes a unique blend of RPG elements with slice of life mechanics. I had to verbatim just put this in here because apparently people are genuinely, they have learning disabilities, and Steam is trying to account for that. They think everybody on their platform is extremely stupid, so I had to put that in. Anyways, Dwight D. Shrout. I could have prevented all of this just saying. Should have hired Claire at Steam Consulting. Wow, so you need to spoil your game's story. Pretty much. That's really what they were asking. And then in the early access, they wanted me to go into depth more. So one thing that they one question right here, they wanted me to answer this better. So I added one extra sentence. So it was originally this. This was it. How are you planning to involve the community in your development process? As always, the community will always play a vital role in inspiring characters, stories, and features. The easiest way to do so is to join our Discord or by tuning into the Twitch streams where development is shown live. I thought that was a good answer. They failed me for that answer. So I added an extra sentence saying, there is a link to the Discord on the main menu of the game that will take players to an area where suggestions/bugs can be reported. Do I need to fucking lay it out for you? Oh, that alone, like that one actually, I gave the most passive aggressive answer on the on my re-review, my re-review. It's been 4 times now. I gave the most passive aggressive answer saying that my explanation was very strong, but I added an extra sentence in case people are still lost. Oh my goodness. Anyways, plan ahead, I guess. Plan ahead. Yeah, Kieran knows the struggle. Good to see someone else having my pain. Yeah, Kieran was talking about how early access is a pain to get into. The challenge is working with Steam, for real. So there's 2 challenges with making a game. There's making a game, which is like 10% of the battle, and then there's publishing it on Steam, which is 90% of the battle. Moving on to our community highlight of the week, going to Kieran for his modeled lift. Is this... be honest, Kieran, did you just copy Star Citizen? This looks like the lift that you take in Star Citizen to get to the hangars. Is that what this is, Kieran? Kieran's like, uh-oh. I use it as inspo, yes. I figured as much. Inspired. But from memory. Oh, then it's okay. It does look very similar. And honestly, I will say, your modeling skills have gotten better. So congratulations to you for that. Elevators all look similar. That's fair. That's a good point. Yeah, that's what you'll say in court. No, it looks good. I think your modeling skills have gotten significantly better over the years. So you should be proud of that. That's really good, dude. Anyways, moving on, we have one more. Similar, I'll take that. I thought it was shit, but it's not done yet. Well, it's not textured, but I think it looks good. Anyways. Ooh! Can it get louder? Why is it so quiet? It's probably quiet. Yeah. Leg review! But we got a leg reveal and we got arm reveal. Look at this. We have so much of Stefan's body revealed here. We basically can imagine what his face looks like. He's white. Yep, that's it. No tats. I'm surprised. You know what? I am a little bit surprised. He doesn't have any tats like this hardcore badass over here. Look at me. He can't take the pain. Dude, honestly, Stefan, I don't like you. You're like that one guy. You're like the guy that she tells you not to worry about. You're too perfect. I've seen him. He maybe not now. He says he hasn't been to the gym in a while, but the pictures he sent me, he's ripped. He's handsome. And he's also talented at like every single instrument. He can play guitar, piano. He could honestly play. I bet he could play like some like decrepit instrument from like the BC times that no one has ever even heard of before. Some lost instrument. He's very talented. He's a better coder than me. He's more charismatic than I am. I mean, Stefan has it all. And you know what? For that, I am sending a bomb in the mail to your house. Just kidding. Just kidding. Obviously, that is a joke. Please do not send the SWAT team after me. Hey, yo. Better coder is not... You fucking bastard. Clip it. Don't clip it. Don't clip it. In Minecraft. In Minecraft. Say in Minecraft. I did. It's in Minecraft. I'm going to send a TNT block in a minecart to your house in Rust. Yeah, I'm gonna put C4 on your door. Anyways, that's all we have. This was a long episode of over an hour and a half. Pretty good one. We drank 2 whole beers because of these trailers. I'm glad we didn't do shots because I would have been sent to the Shadow Realm. Did you see the guitar one? I didn't see the guitar one, but I know you can play guitar. Posted last night. Wait, there's another one? Let me check. Let me check if there's something I'm missing. What? There is another one. Hang on. Let's pull that up real quick. And then we'll end the gaming news. By the way, if anyone wants to post something that is included in the gaming news, you go over here to our Discord. You go to share your work. Oh! Got Jimi Hendrix up in here. He said the shadow isn't my guitar on the ground. Sheesh. He's pretty good at guitar. I bet I'm better at bass though. That's the one thing I have over you is bass guitar. Sheesh. Freaky ass motherfucker. Anyways, I think that's a good place to end it. So everybody say goodbye to YouTube. The people call me John Mayo on the streets. Oh my goodness. All right. Bye YouTube. Say goodbye, everybody. We'll give Mo. Fuck YouTube. There it is. Mo got it. That's the last word. Goodbye YouTube. Fuck you.